Good morning, yogis. It is so good to see you this Sunday morning for a lovely morning, little bit of power flow practice, a little bit of grounding and connecting and just finding some joy throughout the body. So go ahead and join me, find your mat, get whatever you need, and we'll get started. Whenever you're ready, let's find our way on down to the floor. We'll start there today. So you find your feet on the earth, you might go ahead and guide your way down. And find a comfortable spot where you can just find your breath here. We'll bring one hand to the heart, one to the belly, feet to the earth. Maybe the feet can go out wide. We'll let the knees rest on each other. And just take a few moments here, or a few breaths, to give yourself the space to arrive. Closing into the eyes and becoming aware of your breath, your heartbeat, and your body against the earth. You might begin to release any holds throughout the body, allowing yourself to soften and sink toward your mat, letting go. Next time you take a breath, go ahead and draw in through the nose. And as you fill up into the lungs and the chest, let it pour down into the belly, filling up the belly like a big balloon. You might even feel the belly expand out into your palm. As you, like you're pouring water into a vase, the bottom is filling. And on your exhale, we'll release through the belly. So you're pressing, the belly's drawing back as you release through the mouth. Let it go. We'll take 2 more big, deep breaths. Exhale, let it go. Releasing any tension as you exhale. We'll draw in one more time through the nose. Coming all the way to the top of the inhale. We're not going to cut it short. Drawing these breaths deep and long. Full breathing cycle. Exhale, let it go. You might even blow out like it's a birthday candle. Release. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and heel toe your feet in toward the center of your mat. We'll draw the knees up and back toward your belly. You might even draw your nose toward your knees here, rounding in. Exhale, we'll bring the feet to the floor. Let's come onto our side into a couch pose. So I'm going to bring my hand underneath my head, and my hips are stacked. You might have your knees out. Well, let me see if you can see my whole body here. So having your knees stacked, hips stacked. And see that your body's nice and long down the front, so we don't want to curl in. And whenever you're ready, we're just going to bend into our top leg, drawing it up and back toward us. See if you can draw the knee back toward your upper body, or up toward your upper body rather. The lower leg just holds us in place. You might even release the leg out, letting the elbow extend out, taking some circles into the top leg. Really light and gentle and kind. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale, release. As you draw the knee up and back, you might see if you can get the knee up toward the sky there. And if it feels right, you might begin to extend the leg long. Maybe you can grab on toward the shin. Maybe you take a bend into the knee. Really, whatever feels right for you. You can grab onto the toe. That nice, juicy stretch down the back of the leg, up through the leg. And really, you can press the heel, maybe point the toes. That might be kind of funny. Just check in. See what feels right. See what brings you a juicy practice. And your next exhale will bend into the knee. We'll bring the leg back down to find the top of our other leg. We're going to go ahead and find our belly center. Let's come up and do a few cat-cows before we come on to the other side. So we're going to press in with our palms, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we'll start with the tailbone first. The tailbone, the lower half of our body is going to guide versus the mind or the upper half. We tend to lead with the upper part of our mind or body. We're going to see about bringing all of our attention and awareness toward our lower half. We might even curl into the toes and hook them and grip them into the earth. Find your knees in the floor and just find that pressure as you press in, drawing the crown away from the tailbone. And then leading with the tailbone again, we'll start with an inhale as we draw the tailbone up and back first. Wave through the upper body, and the crown is the last place to draw back. It's the last one in line this time, so we're switching our focus, taking turns, balancing out mind and body. Exhale, leading with the tailbone, we'll draw in toward the center of the body as we curl in and let the crown draw toward the earth last. Press the earth away. Following your breath, inhale, leading and guiding with the tailbone as we wave up through the body. Crown is the last to draw back. Heart leads and lifts. Exhale, draw the tailbone in, rounding through the spine. Staying connected to your breath. Take 2 more sets on your own. And on your last one, go ahead, we'll round in, press the hips back toward the heels. See if we can find our forehead to the floor. Relax into the mat, let your body sink, come back to your breath. Drawing in through the nose, filling up long and deep through the belly. And exhale, let it go. Staying connected to the central neutral place of awareness. Let's press up. We're going to come on toward the other side now. Maybe I can flip sides. You won't have to do that. You don't have a camera in front of you, but we're going to come all the way down to our other side. Make sure our head is resting in our palm. We're going to have the hips stacked, the knees stacked. Let the lower leg be your foundation and keep you stable. And then whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and begin to lift this top leg up and draw the knee up and back toward us. Just a gentle tug back, see how it feels. You might even begin to take circles in whatever direction feels right. Kind of releasing the leg isn't the one pursuing the action. It's the arm that's doing the work. The leg is just kind of following along. And this side's a little more awkward for me, so even paying attention to what feels natural and what feels like there might be a tension or a tightness or a misalignment. Just for notice, not for any other reason, but to be open and aware. Whenever you're ready, you might see if you can bend into the knee, draw the foot up toward the sky, or point the toe, whatever feels right. This is a couch pose. You can bend into the knee, point or flex the foot, feel a nice stretch. And then whenever you're ready, bend back into the knee. We'll bring it back to land on our lower half. We'll come onto the belly here one more time. This time, let's see if I got enough room back here in this little space. We're going to bring our hands up underneath our shoulders, press the tops of our feet into the earth, draw our elbows in, hugging in toward the center, and lift into cobra pose. So on an inhale, draw and lift yourself up. Gaze comes to the top of your mat, hug and holding everything in and pressing down toward the earth. Exhale, release down. Inhale, rise, press and lift. Cobra pose, hugging in toward the center, pressing in toward the earth. You might bring your gaze up, shoulders draw back. Exhale, we're gonna press back up. We're gonna come into a position where our toes are curled underneath, and we can sit on our heels or we can come up off the heels. If it's more comfortable, we'll end up there. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab my water. I'll be right back. So back where we started, we're right in our knees. We'll go ahead and lift up off of the heels actually. You might need some support underneath your mat. You know, you can even take that time. Take that 30 seconds and don't edit it out of the video. Show yourself taking that time to support yourself to make sure that your body is comfortable so that you can come back to your practice tomorrow. So go ahead and we'll bring our right leg forward. We're gonna come into a low lunge or some version of that. So we'll find ourselves here in our low lunge, pressing the front foot into the earth, knee above the ankle. The back foot can be curled under or pressed down, and you might even grow long in this low lunge. We can do a few of those if you'd like. So you can draw forward, hold, press back, press in, hug in, and we'll sweep the arms forward. Gaze draws forward. Inhale, we'll bring the fingertips up toward the sky. Maybe the gaze comes up. Maybe you can press your hips forward, drawing the fingertips back and up in your low lunge. With the back bend, we'll exhale, draw back forward. See if you can press back into the earth, find your center. We'll sweep the left arm all the way out, keeping your balance. If you want to pause here, reassess, and then continue creating space through the front of the body. So you want the chest to be open. We're not twisting into the leg. We're opening. So you'll open through the front of the body, reaching the fingertips out and away from each other. Crown draws up, hug everything in, press and lift tall. You might even bring your gaze back. We'll flip that back palm up toward the sky. And if it's in your practice, you might dip the palm down toward the earth as the front arm reaches up or back. You might even find your hand toward your leg and make contact. You might draw the gaze up toward your elbow, open through the shoulder. Really just let yourself play and enjoy. And then when you're ready and that front leg is, woo, you can go ahead and come back forward. Sweep the hand down and we'll draw back, letting that leg go long. Come into the shape in whatever way feels right for you. You might bend and stretch or just pour over the knee, over the thigh. You might bend into the knee. Woo. Breathe in and let it go. And on your next breath, we'll draw forward and we're gonna heel toe this foot all the way out and back to meet the other. Give yourself a minute to kind of shake it out, make any movement that feels right. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring your left foot forward this time. I'm gonna switch directions so you can see me. Flip my mat for a little more support. We'll come up into our low lunge. Just like we did before, hips are like headlights, so they're both in the same direction. Hands might rest on the thigh to find your stability first. Press into the earth, grow tall, hug everything in, and then inhale, draw the fingers forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Feel nice and tall, fingers reach, crown lifts. You might even draw the gaze up. You might even begin to draw the hips forward, fingertips back. Exhale, we'll draw back forward and center. Pause. Press in, lift tall. If you need to adjust, adjust. Inhale, we'll sweep our arm out to the side of the room, or if it's available, all the way back, opening through the chest. Reaching our fingertips out and away in either direction. Maybe the gaze follows. Flip that back palm up toward the sky. Flip that back palm up to the sky. You might even dip the fingertips down toward the heel as the front arm sweeps up. Maybe you land that back hand so the front arm can reach up and over. Maybe you bring the gaze toward the arm in the sky, draw back, lift and open. Exhale, we'll sweep back up, all the way back forward. Hands frame the front foot, and if it feels right for you, you can walk this front leg back straight or out long. Maybe folding over the front leg. Find your breath. Walk back forward. We'll heel toe this front leg. Woo! And let's turn on our backs just for a second. Give yourself a moment. And we'll flip back over. Well, come back up in just a minute. We're going to take a child's pose on our back for those that might have knee issues and all that pressure on the knee. You can come into your flip-flop version of child's pose. I believe this was, the name of this pose is Apanasana. And child's pose is Balasana. Come back to your breath, find your center. You might even bring the legs down. Let them go nice and long. Reach the hands up above the head. If you don't have something in your way like I do, reach the hands up above the head. Reach your toes down below. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach. Maybe you point the toes or press the heels away. Get nice and long through either side of the body. Exhale, release. Let your body just surrender. Whenever you're ready, we'll bend into the knees. And let the knees fall over to the left. Bring your gaze over to the right, reaching the right arm out and looking past your fingertips. Allow your body to sink into the floor. Come back to your breath and see that your inhale and exhale is fluid and seamless. Maybe noticing the increase in your breathing or heart rate. Inhale, we'll draw back center. Exhale, opposite direction. Knees fall over the opposite way. Hopefully you can see me here. Come up a little. Let yourself sink into the earth and relax any holds. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, relax the body. Let yourself sink into the earth. On your next inhale, we'll come back center. Let's see about, we can just kind of roll up. So we're going to see if we can roll back up. Come up onto our knees. Continuing here with our practice, we're going to come and lift back up. And then we're going to bring our left leg long. Pressing into the earth. Our foot is pressed down parallel to the short edge of the mat. Not sure how flattering this looks, but on an inhale, we're kind of pressing down and into the earth. Again, if you needed something to give yourself a little support or cushion, I just rolled my mat. You can kind of reassess. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, left hand comes down the left leg, reaching over, gate pose. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bring your palm down toward the earth. Reaching the opposite arm up, side plank. Maybe the gaze draws up, reaching past the fingertips. Press into the earth as you reach those fingertips up and away. Exhale. We'll bring the palm down, pressing in and down, reaching past the crown of the head. Inhale, draw back up, reaching past looking past the fingertips. Exhale, press the palm down. Maybe the gaze draws down. Reaching the fingertips past the forehead, get nice and long through the front of the body. Pressing into the earth, stay connected to your breath. Whenever you're ready, begin to bend into that front knee, bringing your hip back toward that back heel. We're gonna come back down toward the earth. What a nice transition that was. We can have graceful transitions and sometimes not so graceful transitions. And we have those in our life too. But if we learn how to do them really, easy or conscious or mindful on the mat, we can bring that ease and way of life and the way we approach life into our everyday normal experiences, our day-to-day. So just kind of bringing that frame of reference into your practice. It can be more than what's happening on the mat. So we'll press into our sit bones. We'll inhale, draw the arms up, gaze follows. Exhale, come into a twist over toward your right side. Finding your fingertips propped into the earth, we'll draw the crown up long, nice and tall. Relax into the shoulders and find your breath. On your next exhale, you might lead with the heart. Bring your gaze over your back shoulder. Exhale, we'll release, come all the way forward. Let's fold over that long leg. You might even bend into the knee. Come all the way down and in. Tuck the chin if it feels right. Find your breath here. On your next inhale, we're going to draw our gaze up. You're looking down at your long leg. Bring your left hand down toward your shin. Sweep your right arm up. Open and lift. Your gaze might follow. So your chest is lifted, you're open. You'll bring your arm up, exhale down. We're going to come back like we're going to take a twist, but we're not going to take a twist. We're going to bring our palm to the earth. We're going to press and lift the hips off of the mat and draw all the way up and lift open into a big morning stretch. Exhale, we'll draw back down. Maybe you'll do it once more. Inhale, open and lift. Exhale, we'll draw back center. Great. Go ahead and see if you can bring your palms down to the earth or even find your fingertips behind you. If that's easier for you and it helps you draw forward, you can come into a forward fold like this. Inhale, we'll draw up. We'll come back up onto our knees. Take a little pause. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, press palms down to the center. Finding that central neutral state of awareness. Inhale up. Exhale, press down. Last one. Lifting back up whenever you feel like you're back to that central neutral place. We'll go ahead and bring the opposite arm out long. Press the foot down parallel to the short edge of the mat. Maybe find a cushion, a blanket, or fold over your mat under your knee. Find your breath, press into the earth, hug in. Inhale, rise and bring the arms up. Exhale, right hand comes down the right long leg, sweeping down gate pose. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, all the way over. So like a clock. We'll press into the earth, side plank. Inhale, shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Look up toward the sky as you point the fingers. Exhale, gaze comes forward or down as you press the palm down. Fingers reach away from the crown of the head. Front of the body is open, lifted. Inhale, draw up, gaze follows. Exhale, press down. While you're here, see if you can begin to sink your hips back toward that back heel. Come down onto your half butterfly position. So this is not Janu Shirshasana. This is half butterfly. So let me just get you a little better of a view. So leg is out long, wide stance. Great. On the next inhale, we'll go ahead and draw the palms up. And on the exhale, we're going to twist over toward that left leg, come into a twist, pressing into the sit bones. We'll rise tall, shoulders relax. Find your breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lead with the heart. Look over your shoulder. Exhale over. We're going to come fold over our long leg. Find ease here, if just only for a breath. We'll find our right hand to our shin, open the front of the body, opening wide. Exhale, we'll come back down. The other hand still lands to the earth, but this time we press forward, lift the hips, and rise up. Maybe a different way of seeing this would help. So this is a back, I don't know if that helps, but you might see how this might work better. You press into the earth, lift the hips, draw open and lift back. Whenever you're ready, of course, you can come back down. And when you come back down, we'll just come forward here, finding your version of a forward fold. Palms to the earth, fingertips hinging at the hips, looking down toward the earth. Inhale, we'll come back up. Exhale, we'll come actually all the way back down to our backs where we started. Go ahead and draw your knees up toward your belly, rocking a little side to side or taking circles into the knees. We'll bring both feet and hands up and wiggle into the fingers and the toes, rocking into the wrists or circling. Bringing the feet down toward the earth. We're gonna go ahead and let ourselves relax. Finding our feet together, knees wide, Baddha Konasana, sinking into your mat. Come back to your breath. One hand to your heart, one to your belly. Returning from where we started. Returning to earth. We are grounded, we are connected, supported, engaged, present. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like, or you can bring the knees in. Let the legs go nice and long. Let them splay open naturally. Find your palms face up or face down. Begin to sink into your Savasana, taking these final couple of moments to yourself. Whenever you're ready, you can come on to either side or stay there for as long as you like. Hands underneath your head like a little pillow. And acknowledge any peace that you feel throughout your body. And know that it can come with you wherever you go. And it's available at any time. Whenever you're ready, press yourself up into an easy seated position. It was such a pleasure to share this practice with you today. The divine in me honors the divine in each of you. Namaste.